Welcome to Wine Chats with Billy and Lindsay,
where we drink wine and chat life.
Lyndon,
I was waiting for you to do your little song and dance to start.
Happy International Women's Day week. I did not plan that, and you can tell.
I was just going to say, you can tell. Yes, International Women's Day is in later this week.
Yes, in a few days. Yep.
Saturday. On Saturday.
We're going to be on a freaking boat together on International Women's Day. Girl, could we have planned that any better? Seriously.
No.
Right?
We need some wine for that. Keep talking.
Go for it. Yes. So we're obviously talking about International Women's Day today. Lyndon and I think, have vastly different views about this. Oh, girl. It's not the kind of podcast we're running here. Can you please control yourself?
For those listening, my strap of my top fell down.
Girl.
Getting comfortable.
Yeah, I actually think we have vastly different views about this. And I think we've spoken about International Women's Day before. And I think because I grew up with it and it was a really big deal.
Okay.
In Europe.
And I only knew about it coming over here.
Right. And so back in the day, still to this day, all of my cousins and aunties and my mum, everybody, we will all send each other messages and be like, happy Women's Day, happy,
Really?
we still, every 8th of March is a big deal to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even, how long has it, maybe you have stats on this, how long it's been around for?
Over 100 years.
Okay, we'll get into that later.
We actually did a whole episode and we should both listen to it before, if we're really interested. And you could also find it and try and listen to it because we gave a whole bunch of stats and did a bunch of explanations about all this.
Okay.
Obviously, we didn't retain any of that information.
No, because it was probably ages ago. And today we're talking a little bit about International Women's Day, but then we're just going to chat about women's stuff.
Yes. Very good, Lenny.
Because there's been some stuff happening in the media.
Yes, there has.
And I've got some thoughts about some stuff.
Yes, we do.
We do. But we're going to drink first. We're drinking the Hennessy Rosé because it's a womanly, rosé. Right?
Such a ladylike drink.
Lady, girly, when
Except
you're...
it's a rosé.
What? That doesn't make sense.
We're not huge lovers of rosé.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah,
but if you go out with your girlfriends and you're having a long lunch.
Absolutely.
There's
rosé all day.
Rosé.
Can I ruin this anymore for any of us?
I think it's possible.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
First of all, should we just get very quickly?
Yeah.
This year's International Women's Day theme. So there's a theme every year.
Yes.
The 2025 theme is Accelerate Action. Okay. So the day also marks a call to action for accelerating gender parity. I don't know what parity is. I think just
equality.
Yeah, that makes sense. Significant activity is witnessed worldwide as groups come together to celebrate women's achievements or rally for women's equality. And the campaign theme is Accelerate Action. #.
Now, do you know what I find funny?
I would love to know.
About this theme? Because I'm very...
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know how to...
get into it.
Yeah, because I'm not a feminist at all, furthest from it. But I feel like we're actually going backwards with women's parity, equality. And I feel like this day, it's great that it's recognized and it's great that we have it and it's great that there's a theme. But we do need to accelerate it because it's fucking shit. Nothing happens. Nothing happens from it. Women are still getting paid less than a fucking man doing the same job. I do not have the brain cells to understand why. So it's great to have these days, but I feel what's the fucking point? Because society's so fucked up about it. Nothing changes.
I'm so glad you brought up so many of those points, Lindsay,
right?
because I actually have some responses to that.
Great, go.
Because I'm not TikToking as much anymore, you guys. I'm now on ChatGPT.
Oh, yes.
Right. And I get to ask it whatever stupid questions and it doesn't judge me. Okay. So,
love this.
First of all, you're right. I actually thought I had some actual stats, but I don't. It just says that women earn less than men, do more unpaid care, and are less likely to be in leadership positions still, obviously.
Exactly. Still, this is the problem. Still.
Yep. Women aged 50... we're going to do stats, guys. Women aged...
I have stats. I don't have stats.
I have something, okay? Just work with me. Women aged 15 to 64 work an average of 55.4 hours a week, which is 2 hours more than men. 1 in 3 Australian women will experience violence in an intimate relationship. That's obviously shit.
1 in 3
1
women.
in 3 women.
Jesus.
Australian women. Yeah. And the typical Australian woman is 39 years old and has a life expectancy of 85.4 years. That's just a bit of fun. It's just a fun fact for us. I'm like the average aged woman in Australia, apparently. I'm not even Australian. I kind of am, but not really.
You're a citizen.
I'm a citizen, sure. But I did ask, I had this really in-depth chat with ChatGPT about like, what has International Women's Day actually done for women? Right?
Do tell.
Because like, you're right. Like there's all this, and this is what a big theme on, I'm also on LinkedIn, if you didn't know. A big theme on LinkedIn is at the moment, because I'm seeing all these, because now is the time where the cupcakes start coming out.
Yes, the lunches, the brunches, the morning teas.
Right? And so what so many women are complaining about is like, I'm actually being called and not even offered pay to come and speak at these events, to come and do these things for free, which is so against what International Women's Day should be about. Like, this is a time you should be paying us. Like, this is a time you should be actually paying for our
worth.
Well, exactly, right? And so many posts are now coming out being like, just say no. It's okay to say no. Like, just because you get a platform or whatever for whatever, like, it's bullshit. They're still like actually utilizing all your skills without giving you any of the pay.
Or say, I'd be happy to. This is my fee.
Oh, totally. Right? And like, don't underpay women. Like, what the fuck is that kind of shit? Like, don't bring me onto a bruncheon and then make me do all this shit and then not actually, like, pay me my worth. That shit is fucked up.
I inhaled so intensely because it pisses me off. I just, not to keep harping on it, I don't understand about the pay thing. I really don't get it. And nobody's ever been able to explain it. Like, back in the day, I get it. Society was stupid. Back in the day, men were like worth more than women and blah, 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 all that stupid thought process. But we don't think that now. But we still think it by the paycheck. It still shows that by the paycheck.
It's all this bullshit as well about us going away to have kids and then coming back into the workforce. And so we've lost all these years of being able to work and climb up the corporate ladder. But like, we contributed to, like, it's like that contribution as well of having kids is just like, zilch. It doesn't mean for anything. Like, no one fucking cares that we had kids. No one fucking cares that we gave our bodies up. Like, we create the society, but nobody seems to give a fuck. They don't support us. We're not supported financially. We're not, like, okay, if you have a fantastic husband, which we're so lucky to have, who have been like able to support, but like, then we have to go back into the workforce and still be there for our kids and still do all this shit at home. Like, the expectations on women are so much more fucking outrageous than they are on men.
And a lot of women are going back to work early and still working and raising the kids and going into the room to pump because they're still breastfeeding. And like, not to bang on, because like, again, I'm not a feminist and not to be one of those annoying women, but it frustrates me. And when I realized that International Women's Day is coming around again, I'm not joking. I actually rolled my eyes. I'm like, what is the fucking point?
What is the fucking point?
Yeah, that. Say it exactly that way.
I'm a little bit aggrieved by this fan as well. I don't know if it's like blowing.
Are you cold?
Well, I'm a little bit.
Billy,
I don't know if I need to.
I don't need you to be upset.
Can
Billy.
you
I'll
keep
hold
talking?
the fort here. The fort. I don't know what accent that was. I think that's when my accent gets confused. Is it Australian? Is it Canadian? What is it? Billy's got this horrible look on her face. Are you okay?
I was just like,
it was just a fan. Like, calm yourself.
I get fans make me angry. It feels like the wind. It makes it windy for me, and then I'm like, when I realize it, I can't.
I am the same. Same with the exhaust fan in the bathroom, and when I'm cooking, I've got to turn them off. I'm like, shut the fuck up, fan. I don't want to hear you.
As soon as I stop cooking, you have no fucking, like, I have nothing for you here. Fuck off. I get so angry.
And doesn't it bring you great calmness when you turn it off? Like instant relief?
It really does. So anyway, guys, everything's fine. The wind has subsided. We're cool. Anyway, so on my chat this morning with ChatGPT, I was like, what have you done for us? International Women's Day.
Legit question, honestly.
And then I made it tell it to me in a chatty but fun way in a short synopsis. Okay, so here it goes.
I'm ready.
International Women's Day has been a total game changer. It's put women's rights in the spotlight, pushed for real policy changes, voting rights and equal pay, and made sure women's achievements are actually celebrated. It's also fueled movements like Me Too and kept the fight for equality front and center. Basically, it's a yearly reminder that progress doesn't happen on its own. We got to keep pushing.
Look, I do agree with some of that.
Right?
It definitely keeps it in the limelight and the forefront and all that kind of stuff, and it keeps fighting for it. That's the thing. Why do we have to keep fighting for it.
Oh.
The fight should be done. The war should be done. The soldiers should be all back at home with their families.
Don't even get me started. This is why, like, look, we're not going to talk about this today. I think we're going to save it for another episode because I want to just like nut this bitch out. Oh. But the whole patriarchy thing, it's like this whole system created by men that we now have to play within,
right?
Which is where we've lost our power. It's like, again, like we created you bitches and now you're fucking with us.
It's like the chicken and the egg, really.
Right? Like we had the chicken and the fucking egg and you fucking treat us like shit. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me that women have such little respect in so many different societies when we literally created you. Like we are the reason you are alive. Now, I don't want to keep banging on about it. It's cool. Like I'm cool to give birth and like contribute in my way and that's cool. But then don't treat us like pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Don't then fucking like, you know, like make us climb the fucking corporate ladder. Like fuck you. Yeah. Like this is the stupidest fucking system.
But I think everyone should have to climb the corporate ladder. I agree with that. But climb at the same pace as men. Get paid at the same wage as a man does.
I don't think there should be a corporate ladder. I think that we should live in cohesive societies that focus on totally different things.
But a corporate ladder is like you start out in admin and you become this.
Or why is there an admin?
No. But like a corporate ladder is like, say Cameron. He started out as a cadet and now he's in the level that he's at. He's climbed the corporate ladder. So I think a corporate ladder is
I've gone all the way. I don't think there should be any corporate ladders. I think we should live in a totally different way.
This is a totally different topic.
This is what I'm saying. This is a whole different topic. Like I need the matriarchy to come hurry the fuck up because I'm totally this is what I mean. We need a whole different topic. We're about to go on a break. But I think that another topic needs to be how we break down the patriarchy and raise a matriarchy. Okay, so like women-led societies. Now, that's not to say that like men have no place in society. That we're, it's not about that.
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a whole new thing. So we're gonna take a quick break because this is not the time for this.
Can we both of us need to take a breath because I feel like we're both talking a lot and very, very faster than normal. Can we just say right here that this is proof that Billy and I we definitely don't script it, but we don't even like really talk about what each other is going to say because like
we've had a rush day and I think we sat down a little bit rushed. And so just before we started recording, I was like, Lindsay, I want to talk about this. And she was like, what the fuck is that?
But like, it's funny how like you throw such curveballs sometimes. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is where the topic's going. All right.
I literally don't even abolish the fucking corporate ladder, Lindsay.
Okay.
Anyway. But yes, also, like if we're going to fucking keep the corporate ladder, yes, like let us climb it, motherfuckers, move over.
Okay. Just pay us the same. We're going to take a break and then we're going to talk about the dickhead that's been in the media and his stupid ass comments. We'll explain later. Come back.
And we're back.
We're back very quickly. Okay.
Go, Lenny. Take it away.
So now, a dumbass radio host.
Mm-hmm. Good start. Good way to explain it.
Said some really, really dumbass, stupid fucking stuff. He thinks he's a comedian. And yes, he has a comic.
Thinks he's a comedian.
I mean, yes, he has a background in comedy. Whatever.
But is that comedy?
No. Well, and this is the thing. So he made really dumb comments about our female soccer team.
Yes.
And are you calling up some of the quotes?
I am. I think so. Yes.
I think so. We never know what she's going to call.
Well, I'm also curious whether I actually even screenshotted some. Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Because I can say some off the cuff. Like,
please do.
So like one of them was he would rather put a nail through the head of his penis than to watch these females play soccer. Now, I get it that the soccer team hasn't been playing to their full talent, I guess. I don't know. But
didn't even know that.
Every team, every athlete has peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys? Sure. Peaks and lows? I don't know, those things.
Highs and lows. Highs and lows.
They play well one game, they play shit the next game. It's hello. So he made really shitty comments about these females.
Even just saying, they're like 10 girls playing, all this sort of shit. Like just like the most vile and sexist shit you can think in your head, but he said it out loud.
On a national radio show.
And then, did you hear about the whole heat pack thing as well? This is what I took a screenshot of because
about the endometriosis?
Yes. So he said, I've done me back in. It's no secret, blah, blah, blah. He said somebody gave him a heat pack, which is another lady who actually suffers from endometriosis, gave it to him. Oh, no, it was a period pack that she gave to him. And he said there is no end of it. Honestly, endometriosis, and this is controversial. No, I'm going to say it. It's controversial. It's made up. He just said that endometriosis is made up. I want him to go, totally nail his penis to fucking anywhere else. Do you mind?
Sorry, I don't.
Getting angry.
I'm a lady. I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. I needed to sneeze. Continue on.
Lindsay.
Thank you.
I could not be more infuriated. I don't understand where the fuck anyone gets off this day and age. And this is probably going back to what you were saying before, that we just have not moved, have we?
No.
But I also think we kind of have, because what has happened subsequently is that they've mutually decided to part ways.
He got fucking fired.
Fuck that shit mutually. Motherfucking Triple M should have come out straight away and been like, we fired that motherfucker. I don't care.
It was pretty straight away. His show wasn't
it was straight
aired
away,
and
but it
stuff.
shouldn't be we parted ways mutually. No, we
Yeah,
fired
yeah.
him for being fucking
Yeah.
rude.
Yeah.
Now, his previous co-host, Michelle Laurie,
Yes.
who's also a wonderful comedian. Hey, Michelle.
Yep.
She's obviously watching. Hi, Mesh. She's come out and been fucking good. When she has tried to raise issues with her co-host before, it's basically made her unworkable. She's basically ended up not being able to be hired in the industry because she has spoken out against some of her co-hosts, which is probably someone like this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that we are slowly but surely coming to an age where we are now this shit cannot keep happening.
Yeah, it's not accepted. And it's not
Right?
acceptable. And it's very strongly opinionated on. That's not proper grammar, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Dreamed.
Right? That was in our other episode. Billy kept saying
Dreamed?
but but you were saying it really dumb.
Anyway.
Anyways. So yes, I agree that thankfully society doesn't accept that anymore.
Because, sorry to cut you off.
No,
I want you to keep talking, Lindsay.
Oh.
But if this had happened 10 years ago,
Yeah.
nobody would have batted an eyelid.
Yeah.
Literally nobody would have thought anything of it.
Yeah.
You could just say that.
It's just so, and the thing that made me sad about it all is a lot of the athletes speaking out, the female athletes speaking out about if a little kid was in the car listening
Yeah.
and hearing that and thinking, women's sport, I'm not going to be good enough. Nobody's going to want to watch me. I don't think people realize the impact that the words actually have on these little people's minds.
And on national radio, on radio.
Yeah.
You don't know who's listening to you. You are not, this is not a stupid fucking man podcast that nobody, you are on the fucking radio. Like you said, you are in people's cars. You are in people's houses. You know the impact. You should know the impact your words have.
Especially in today's world.
Yes.
Right? And how he was saying, putting it back on, basically, don't quote me, but basically his comedy isn't everyone's cup of tea, or it's that's his comedy, and if you don't like it, if you don't find it funny, then that's your problem type thing.
Is it?
You can't.
Whose problem is it now, Marty?
You can't say that that's a form of comedy.
Right?
That's an excuse to back up your stupidity and ignorance to say something like that.
And I think in this day and age, I don't give a fuck that you're a boomer. I don't give a fuck who you are and what
Is he a
age you
boomer?
are. I don't fucking know.
think
He looks
is.
like one.
Oh.
I don't care if you're in the media and you have such strong views, fucking keep them to yourself. I understand lots of people think out there like that, because obviously then you read the comments and people are like, there was one comment and man, I wanted to punch that fucking guy in the face. Was like, oh yeah, men are finally speaking out, blah, 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 blah. So we know that there's men who still think like that out there. Of course.
Of course, that's why
right?
the world is still the way it is.
The way it is, right?
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're finally starting to move a little bit into the right direction where we're like, no, we're not going to stand for that. We actually can't let this sort of shit keep happening and let these fucking idiot men get away with this shit, right? I've also noticed quite a shift in social media and the way that they are. There's been recently, Lindsay, I just so wish you were on TikTok. So often I wish you were on TikTok so you and I could nut some of these things out.
I am, in the sense of we have a joint account, but do I scroll? No.
You should start scrolling because it's so good out there. Maths has been on at the moment, for
Yes,
example. So Married at First Sight Australia. That's a very global, worldwide hit. People love it all over the place. So some of this stuff that these men are coming out with and saying, they are just getting smashed on social media. It is no longer that time where we're like, oh, this guy's so funny for saying this. No, now it's like, no, we're calling them out on their bullshit behavior. Yeah. There's also been quite a few men podcasts that have been called out so hard by a bunch of different feminists on, there's a great account called Mia. I think that's the only name I know. She's got a podcast as well. Abby Chatfield's been a massive taker downer of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
It's just been nice for me to see that they can't just get away with saying what they used to say.
Yeah.
They just can't get away with it anymore.
Yeah. Which is a step in the right direction. We just need like a lot more steps, like leaps.
This is why we need to break the patriarchy, Lindsay.
I don't even know what that word means.
The patriarchy is a system that's been created by men. The like patriarch of the family,
Right.
like a man,
Yes,
the
got
head of
you.
the family, right?
I did go to college for 2 whole years. I graduated. I got a diploma.
In marketing?
Advertising.
Right. It's not helping us right now whatsoever.
Not
I went
at
to
all.
uni for photography. I didn't even graduate.
I was gonna say, dude, you went to uni for a lot of few.
I did.
a lot of few different things.
For 3 different things. Never graduated. Spent a bunch of money. It was fucked. Fucking patriarchy. I should get that education for free.
And you should climb that corporate ladder.
Fuck the corporate ladder. I get so angry about all that shit. I don't think Cameron should be climbing the corporate ladder. I don't.
He's
think
already
Cameron should be.
climbed it.
I know,
He's
but that's the
already
thing. That's because we're living in the society that forces us to climb corporate ladders instead of working cohesively together. No, I'm talking about a whole break of society.
Okay.
Like if we were to start again,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And like women-led societies,
Yeah.
it would just be much better.
Okay.
Done. Full stop. Bye.
Okay.
We're done.
I'm done. I'm done talking. We'll talk about the corporate ladder and stuff I want to talk
No,
about. another time.
dude, go.
No. I just think I think it's a sign when you climb the corporate ladder as you get to each rung, whether maybe you need to find a different term for it. Maybe the corporate ladder is the thing that's bugging you.
I think about all the dickheads in Wall Street.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, you need to disassociate that from the corporate ladder because I think it's very encouraging for a woman and very satisfying and like amazing when a woman climbs the corporate ladder. Right?
Sure,
like
but
if she gets here and then
Yes.
she's up there at the end, like why is that?
But do you know how like women who do end up climbing that corporate ladder become all like mean and bitchy?
No.
And like evil?
Dude, I think for some reason, Lisa, hi Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Pops out in my head.
Who's Lisa?
Same with, she's one of my girlfriends.
Right.
She's like a huge kick-ass lawyer.
Yep.
Same with, I'm not going to stick with the law, but I am going to stick with the law. Cameron's cousin, Helen.
Right.
Like they are hugely successful in their degree.
Good for you.
And they've worked their ass off and they both have children and families. And like, why not be like, I fucking climbed the corporate ladder and this is where I am. I'm a badass boss bitch. Like, why can't you say that?
No, you can. I just don't think like it should be as aggressive as that. I think it's like
Why?
that's all like power and dominance where really it should just be like, can't we all just like this
Totally.
comes back to- you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Can't we all just be like happy and actually work together as communities to like create a happy living rather than like, no, I'm going to dominate you and I'm going to pillage your
But they don't
village
dominate.
and-
They're
yeah.
lovely people. This
Oh,
is the
no.
point.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they're
no, yeah,
lovely
yeah.
people and they don't have this big arrogance about them. They've just become super successful from all their hard work.
Good for you.
And I think like,
Yeah.
anyways, I don't know what I think. I think that
You can do that. Obviously, they're just few and far between. Like, it would just be nice if there was obviously a better balance, all that sort of thing. And I think if women-led societies, there would be a better balance. Like Lord of the Flies, like if women were put in the Lord of the Flies,
God.
like we would all just like get together. We might be bitchy around the same time of the month. You know what I mean? Like we'd all like sync up. And then once we finish crying, we would just continue creating. Like, what's the problem? Like men would be there too, but they'd be like, you know,
Oh my God, I don't
do
even know
like
what
other
to
fun
say.
stuff with us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, I have something in my eye. Okay, let's
Wrap it up.
wrap it up. Okay,
Have we solved any world problems today? I think so.
I think many. I think the world is a much better place. Accelerate. What's it called? Accelerate.
Accelerate action.
Go, girls. Go. Just go.
Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Bildo and Lindelin. You can find us on our socials on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and you can listen to us on any favorite podcasting app or watch on YouTube.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, review, comment, send us some love. We absolutely love it.
Chat soon. Come on, Lenny. Chat soon.
Chat soon.
Chat soon.
We're not putting this in.
Come on.
Okay, we'll add in chat soon at the end.
Yeah.
Both of us?
Yeah, go on.
okay. Chat soon.